Welcome to the brand new video on Android architectural patterns. In this video, we are going to talk about MVC Model View Controller. Before starting, I should mention this video is also a request from the comments. So, in this architecture, the application is divided into three layers. Model, which contains the business logic, controllers, which establishes the relationship between view and model, and the last one is view, which is the user interface layer which holds the components visible on the screen. So without any further delay, let's get started. I have created a simple application which suggests the drink to the user. All the code is in the main activity, which we will refactor according to the MVC pattern. Let's test the application at this stage. When we click on the button, it suggests us a drink. Let's start by refactoring this according to the MVC pattern. We will start by creating a model first. Create a new package named as model. Now create a new class in the package model named as, let's say we named as drinks model. We have now created a drinks model. So in the drinks model class, we need to shift our business logic from the main activity. This is our business logic, which is a list of predefined drinks. Now we will copy the main function of our business logic, which suggests the drink to the user. Our model should contain only the native Java code, so we have to remove the Android specifics from this logic. We have to remove the progress bar and the text view. Don't worry, we will use them later in the controller. Let's readjust this comment here. This is a background task, so I have added a 1 second sleep to mimic that this is a server request or a long execution task. After this task is executed, the handler will execute the function right here. Coming back to our diagram, now we have to create a controller. First, we will need to create a new package named as controller and then create a new class inside that package named as main controller. So in this controller class, if we see our diagram, now from our diagram, the controller will communicate with the model to perform some business logic. So we have to create a new function here which will communicate with the model. To communicate with the model, we need a reference to the model. So create a new variable for the model. Now we have to call our business logic. We have created a new function in the controller which will communicate with our model. So in order to send back results, we have to create a new way that will send the results back to the controller. So in order to send the results back to the controller, we also need a reference of the controller in the model. So we will pass this main controller in the drinks model constructor. We have to update our constructor so that it initializes our instance variable of the main controller. Now we have a reference of the controller. Now we can send back results to our controller from this model. After the execution of the background task, we have to call the reference of the controller and then we have to execute a new function that will be initialized in the controller. So for that purpose, we have to create a new function which will receive the results from the model. So create a new function in the main controller named as onDrinkSuggested. This function will be called by the model to send the results. We have to call this function and then pass the drink to this function. The communication between the controller and the model is completed. Now we have to update the UI from the controller. So for this purpose, we need a reference of the view. We will use the main activity instance variable. Now we have to update the UI. So after setting the text view, now we need to create a user action so that view can communicate with the controller. In order to communicate with the controller, view needs a reference of the controller. So we will create a new instance variable of the main controller. And then we have to pass this main activity to the controller so that it can communicate back to the view. Now we have to perform the user actions so that we can tell what needs to be done by the user. When user clicks on the button Get Drink, we have to call the controller function suggest drinks. One thing is missing from this code, and that is the progress bar. When the user performs an action, first we have to show the progress bar to the user in order to send feedback to the user. Before performing the business logic, we have to show the progress bar to the user. And then after that, when we get the results, then hide the progress bar. Now we have completed our MVC architectural pattern. Let's review what we have built and check the flow of the code, how it will be executed in the runtime. First, view will communicate with the main controller that user have performed some action. The controller will show the progress to the user by showing the progress bar and then communicate with the model to execute the business logic. The model will execute the background task or some server request. After performing the long execution task, it will send the results back to the controller. On receiving the results, controller will update the UI and then hides the progress bar. Let's test our application in this MVC pattern. Our application is now running in the MVC. When we click on this button Get Drink, it will show a drink to the user. That's it for this one. If you like this video, a thumbs up would be great, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also click on the bell icon so that you can be the first to get the update from the channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.